Am I on actually? Okay. Hi, everybody. Melanie asked me to talk to you about mentoring, and I am happy to do that because mentoring has really played an amazing part in my life. Now, I really got into mentoring when I came to Bethel. I had mentored some people before that, but two things happened when I came to Bethel that got me into this world of mentoring. And the first one was that I realized I was in my last decade of ministry. And that might be really weird for you to hear because you guys haven't really started your career. You're in a preparation time. And here I am, and I'm at the end of my ministry. And it's kind of surprising to me, as it must seem kind of weird to you. But I realize I'm in my last decade of ministry. I'm in perhaps the last third of my life. What is the best thing I can do going forward? And I realized that what I need to start doing is helping the next generation to move on and realize what God wants for them. And with 30 years of ministry experience and 60 years of living, I thought I could do that. Well, that was one thing. I was feeling like God was saying, you got to pass on what you know. The other thing was people began to ask me, would you mentor me? And it's always an honor when somebody says that. And I always try to say yes. And so I've been mentoring several people now over the last number of years. And the big surprise to me in mentoring is that it's not a one-way street. I thought the way this was going to go was that I would be telling them how to do stuff, but it's not like that at all. It's really about relationship. And I definitely take away as much as I give. If I can give experience, notes on experience, well, what I get from them is perspective and just being together, which is great. Well, very often in these mentoring experiences, people will face crossroads in their lives, almost inevitably. But I remember this one in particular where someone I was mentoring was considering a change in career, which involved a significant amount of risk. And he asked me what I thought he should do. Well, I never just tell people what they should do. I said, pray about it, and I'll pray about it with you. It's really important to go to God at these critical crossroads moments. Well, time went on, and he was still trying to make a decision. So I said to him, if you could go 30, 40 years into the future and you're looking back on your career and your life, what will you want to say that you did with your life, that you in answer to God's call? And this person laid it out for me. And I said to him, well, then you have to take the risk of entering into the career that you've envisioned. And he did. And you know what? He got angry at me. Because when you go into that limbo of trying something brand new, it can be very stressful. And at first, he admitted to me, "I'm angry at you because I feel like you talked me into this," and I didn't, of course. But eventually, it worked out for him. And I really honestly believe that in 20 years or so, I'm going to get a phone call. If I'm alive in 20 years, I'm going to get a phone call from him saying, "Hey, thanks for urging me to take that step because it's really been great." So listen, find someone to mentor you. Don't be afraid to ask them and mentor someone else. You've already got life experience you can pass on to someone else. Have a great retreat, everyone.